Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. Yeah, VeChain is moving up. I have not very clear visibility of what the microstructure here could be, but we are already counting pretty much the microstructure, especially on the way down, but I'm gonna hide the subwaves here. So this is one of the coins where we were tracking a bullish setup, yeah, where we highlighted here this could still be a 1-2 setup. It was very deep in support, 1.51 cents. And it now actually broke out of the wedge pattern to the upside. So we had a few coins like ADA, GMX, Aave, VeChain. I think there are a couple more, where we were actually tracking already on this smaller time frame bullish setups. These seem to be working out right now, even though they were really, at the very thin ice. But it starts to push higher from support, from that 78.6 retracement level. And it starts to look promising, but it's absolutely not enough yet to really indicate a lasting trend reversal or that we're actually really moving up in the yellow wave count. I can tell you, however, that as long as this Tuesday low at 1.47 cents is now holding, we can focus on the yellow wave count because we have a break above the descending trend line, and that is potentially interesting. However, it hasn't even made a new swing high. So I did already make an announcement to channel members earlier today. We have some green candles. People get excited again. New week, volatility around the Fed interest rate decision. But while these developments might be really interesting for day traders and so on, we haven't got anything yet, that is relevant for really the larger time frames. We had some micro bullish setups, as I said, on the ADA chart, GMX, very early ones, very fragile still. So it's not anything reliable at this stage. You need to understand that. But so it's not anything that's interesting for anybody, I think, who's really interesting in the larger swings maybe. But yeah, anyway, this was maybe one because this had a decent size, right? This was moving up in a wave 1 here into July, and then the wave 2 pullback into September. So quite a large move. But this still needs to prove itself. I mean, the developments today that we've seen, they are not large enough, as I said, to really be very clear. Also, as I said, I don't have very clear visibility of what this might be on the smaller time frame. However, I mean, this move up, yeah. However, I see a potential inverse head and shoulders forming here on the chart. Yeah, can you see that? Can you see the left shoulder? Can you see the head and potentially a right shoulder? Is now forming. So breakout point here, for anybody who likes to trade breakouts, it's more or less, I mean, it's not an ideal horizontal line, but more or less like this, where the breakout point could be around 1.85 cents. So if it now moves higher, we've got a perfect inverse head and shoulders, and it could then reach the third wave target, which is the 1.618 extension level. So we're talking here about 2.7 cents. So that is what it needs to reach in the third wave, if it's the third wave. But there is resistance along the way. We've got the B wave high, which needs to be broken, which will add probabilities, yeah, which will add to the case that, yeah, the third wave could be in the making. That level is at 2.04 cents. Breaking that could increase probabilities for the unfolding uptrend. And then a move above the wave 1 high at 2.12 cents will be even more. That will actually be confirmation. So whenever you have a 1-2 setup like that, you will get confirmation that the third wave is running if the wave 1 breaks, if the price breaks above the first 5-wave move. So we talk here about, 2.1 cents, 2.13. That level needs to break. So yeah, target should be clear. And these are the conditions for it to work out. So the Tuesday low needs to be holding, as I said, Monday, Tuesday low of 1.46 cents. Then we have here the inverse head and shoulders. This was potentially interesting for pullback traders, this support area. The breakout here could be interesting for breakout traders. Yeah, so they are the two different aspects here on this chart. But just be aware that obviously it's still too early to be very clear about this uptrend. It's too early. But you don't necessarily need to trade when there is confirmation. That's often a misunderstanding. You don't trade when you have confirmation. You trade when reward and risk is favorable, which it potentially was down here in support. And we have a breakout point as well here then, yeah. And then the next resistances have been defined as well. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Target for the third wave is clear as well. But at the same time, another low is still very much something that we have to consider. However, obviously it broke out of a descending wedge. So we've been tracking this one. So that's the first signal where now things are getting interesting. Yeah. Okay, that's my update about VeChain. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.